Okay, our next topic is AC applied to a pure resistor. So, if here it is. Okay, so you have a resistor here and an AC source. This is a symbol of an AC source, and this is a resistor. Okay, now just like in a DC circuit, when we write V is equal to IR, so here your V is equal to V naught sine omega t, because it is AC circuit. And so the equation which we will get here according to Kirchhoff's law, Kirchhoff's loop rule, we get sigma AMF of t is equal to 0. So total EMF in the closed loop will be 0. So here according to that we will get V is equal to V naught sine, just V naught sine omega t is equal to IR. Okay, where I is the current. I is the current in the circuit. I did not put arrow because it's a AC current, its direction keeps on changing. So V naught sine omega t is equal to IR, and from here you will get that I is equal to V naught by R sine omega t. Okay, V naught by R sine omega t. Now this is a constant, this is peak value of V naught constant, R is a constant. So what do we get here is actually, I can write this as I is equal to I naught sine omega t. Okay, where I naught is V naught by R. Okay, and you know that V naught is in volts, R is in ohms, so I naught will be in ampere. So I naught sine omega t. Now if you compare voltage and current, okay, if you compare voltage and current, you see voltage is V naught sine omega t, and current which we got is I is equal to I naught sine omega t. So you see the trigonometric functions are same, sine, angles are also same. So both voltage and current are in same phase. Okay, V and I in same phase, or you can say same phase. So there is no phase difference or no phase difference between V and I, voltage and current. Okay, so if I have to plot the curves, okay, for voltage and current, so here if I am plotting one curve for voltage is V naught sine omega t, which is a sine function. So I get a sine function, you all know this is a sine function, okay, for V. And then what will happen to current? Current is I naught sine omega t, where I naught, the peak current value, is V naught by R. So if R is greater than 1, V naught by R is less than V naught. So with a smaller amplitude, we can draw on same graph. If I have to draw current, this one is for voltage V. The other one which I'll draw is for current, but it will be same kind of a function, but the amplitude will be different. So this dotted line which I'm drawing is another sine function with a smaller amplitude. This represents current. Now if you see voltage and current graph, they attain peak together, they attain peak together, they become zero together, they become negative maximum. So they are in same phase. And if you have to draw if we have to draw phasor diagram is a diagram where we represent voltage and current in terms of vectors. So here, with this as a reference or base, if I have to draw V naught sine omega t, so with this reference we draw this angle omega t. Okay, so this angle is omega t, and the length of this vector is V naught. Okay, V naught. So this is the phasor for a voltage. And what about current? Same angle omega t, so this angle only, but I naught is a different magnitude. So this is for I naught. They both are in same direction, they are in same phase, so the angle, there is no phase difference between them. So according to phasor diagram also, there is no phase difference between voltage and current. Now if we have to see power dissipation, for current, if you just check out this current, this graph of current, so for one cycle from here to here, this is one cycle. For every positive value of I, there is an equal negative value of I also. So if I take average of current for one cycle, it will be 0. So I average for one complete cycle, it will be 0. Same way voltage also, for one complete cycle, average value of voltage will be 0. But the average power is not 0. Okay, P average is not 0. So when you will find out average power, you will not get 0. Now as per Joule's heating, in this case of resistor connected to a AC source, if we have to find average power, So average power is equal to instantaneous power. Okay, there's obviously there will be heating where the current flows in whichever direction. So you know that there are three formulas. Any formula we can use. I square R formula if I'm using. Okay, so I square R formula, this is instantaneous formula. Okay, instantaneous power at any point of instant. If I use this formula, this will give me power at that particular instant. So this will become I naught square sine square omega t, and this R I can write here. Okay, now this term, okay, this is instantaneous. Now average power is for a complete cycle. If I add instantaneous power over time 0 to t, and then I have to divide with this time, then I get instantaneous power. Okay, and so this will become, I have to substitute R I naught square sine square omega t dt integral upon total time. So we can take this R I naught square outside this integration, and what we will get here is R I naught square by t integral sine square omega t dt, and this limit is from 0 to t. Okay, and in short, if I take this t here in denominator, I only keep it outside. So P average is equal to R, P average is equal to R I naught square sine square omega t dt integral 0 to t upon t. This is actually average power of sine square omega t, and average, this is one way of writing average. You know, if I write this, this is a symbol of P average, this is P average. So average of this thing is average of sine square omega t for one complete cycle. Sine square omega t average is equal to half. So when you'll do complete integration, you will get half also. I'll show you how we are going to get half. So R I naught square, I can multiply and divide this by 2. So this will become 2 sine square omega t dt integral 0 to t upon 2t. Okay, and this is R I naught square. So here 1 upon 2t, and this can be written as, yes, so 2 sine square omega t is 1 minus cos 2 omega t, so that I can place here 1 minus cos 2 omega t. Okay, and then R I naught square 1 upon 2t, this I can have in two parts. Okay, and dt, so it will be 0 to t dt, and minus this will become 0 to t cos 2 omega t dt. Okay, so R I naught square 1 upon 2t, this term will become t 0 to t limit minus this cos 2 omega t dt. What will be? Okay, this will be sine 2 omega t by 2 omega 0 to t. So R I naught square, this 1 by 2t, this will become t minus 0 minus 1 upon 2 omega. What will this become? Okay, now here it should have been in this bracket. So sine 2 omega t, when you substitute capital T, it will be sine 2 omega capital T minus sine 0. Okay, so R I naught square, this 1 upon 2t t minus, this is 2 omega t. 2 omega t is equal to 2 omega is 2 pi by capital T and t. This is cancel 4 pi. So sine 4 pi is 0. So 1 upon 2 pi, 0 minus 0. Okay, this whole term is 0. So what we are getting, R I naught square, t cancel 1 upon 2. See, I told you this is half. So we are getting also half. Okay, so power, average power is equal to R I naught square by 2. Or if you use any other formula, you may also get I naught V naught by 2 or V naught square by 2R. These are the various formulas which we get. Okay, now here I will tell you R I naught by root 2 whole square. This can be written like this. And this I naught by root 2. I naught by root 2 is IRMS. Root means square value of current. So this can be written as R into IRMS square. Okay, average power. This can also be written as, this I can write as I naught by root 2 V naught by root 2. Okay, I naught by root 2 V naught by root 2. So becomes IRMS VRMS. And here if I take this, can be written as V naught by root 2 whole square 1 by R. So this will become VRMS square. So this VRMS square by R. So any of the three formulas is possible. Okay, now next topic is root mean square of current, and it is defined as equivalent to direct current that would produce the same average power loss as the AC alternating current in one cycle. So just now we have calculated that average power. Okay, average power, we got this expression is equal to R I naught square by 2, or any of the these three expressions which we got. So here you will get that if I equate this as just DC current, power of DC current, so I square R, this will, where I is the DC current, so this DC current will be your RMS value. According to this definition, this DC current I square R, this DC current is RMS value, so I have written RMS as a subscript. Now when we equate R and R cancel, and from here IRMS we get is I naught by root 2. Okay, that is why IRMS is I naught by root 2. If it is root mean square of voltage, then it is equivalent to that DC voltage that would produce the same average power loss as the alternating current voltage in one cycle. So there you will get VRMS is equal to V naught by root 2. Now when expression for current or voltage is given, then how to find RMS value? This is one way that you find average power and equate it to this one. We get another direct method is to find IRMS or VRMS is just take a first two square, then mean, and then square root. So square of instantaneous current I square, okay, then mean. So mean will be its average value and then square root. Okay, so I square will become I naught square sine square omega t. Mean is this and square root is this. This is root mean square value. So root I naught square. So when you will take average, I naught square is a constant. It will remain constant. You can take this outside this average symbol, sine square omega t. And just now we have found that sine square omega t is half. This entire expression, this bracketed term is the sine square omega t, which have already found that. So this I can write as half. I naught square, this is half. Okay, and so I naught by root 2. This is IRMS. This is because in case of sine function we got I naught by root 2. But suppose you have a function like this. Okay, and here this is plus 4 ampere, this is minus 4 ampere. This is current versus time. Then what happens in this case, when you'll find for one complete cycle, from here to here it is one complete cycle, so you have to add 4 square. You have to square. So from here to here it will be 16 because square of 4, and minus 4 square when you add from here to here it will be again plus 16. Okay, so 60, the value is same the entire. So when you take average, it will come from here to here, average will also be 16, and the square root of 16 will be just 4. So here 4 ampere is the root mean square value, but when it is a sine function, then it keeps on changing. So we get I naught square by root 2, and 1 by root 2 is actually 0.707 I naught. So this is your IRMS value. And similarly VRMS for a sine wave for AC current will be V naught by root 2, which is equal to 0.707 V naught. In our household circuit, the supply which we get is 220 volts. So 220 volts is equal to VRMS. VRMS, which household circuit is 220 volts. So your V naught will be equal to root 2 VRMS. So root 2 when you multiply root 2 to this, you will get 311 volt is V naught. So your actual peak voltage which at in house